Hello students, today we will begin with the next part of the chapter squares and square roots, where we will learn how to calculate the square roots of the given number. So let us begin. As you can see, there are three ways by which you can get the square root of a number. So what is a square root? Now in the previous part you have learned to calculate the square of a number. Suppose the number is n and we have to find the square of that number. You do n into n, means multiply the number 2 times. Now if I say that m is the square root, then to get m you need to do the root over of m to get the square root of that number. So it will be again, we will be grouping the numbers in such a format that you will get the result as n. Now there are different methods of doing it: repeated subtraction, through prime factorization, and by division method. Let us assume 36 is the number. So starting with subtracting it from -1, we are going to subtract the odd numbers only. So 36 minus 1, first subtraction results in 35. The second subtraction is 35 minus 3. So take all the odd numbers starting from 1. The third subtraction will be 32 minus 5. The fourth subtraction would be 27 minus 7. The fifth would be 20 minus 9. And the sixth would be 11 minus 11. Till you get a 0, you have to keep subtracting. So here, how many times did I subtract? I subtracted 6 times. That means the 36 square root will be equal to 6. This is the repeated subtraction method. But this may be very difficult for you if you have a very big number. So the next method that I am going to tell you is the prime factorization. So suppose you have number 784 and you have to do the prime factorization. So we will only use the prime numbers starting with 2, as you can easily divide it. So I'm dividing it with 2 till I can. Now 49 can't be divided by 2. You know 7 sevens are 49. So if you see, you have to pair it up. All the factors which are there, you have to make a pair of them. So it is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 4 times and 2 times 7. So to do the square root, I will represent each of them as 1. So 2 and 2 becomes 1 time 2. 2 and 2 again, I'll represent it with 1 2. 7 and 7 with 1 7. So 4 into 7, 28. So the square root of 784 is equal to 28. Let us take these questions to understand how to use the prime factorization method. I've taken a normal number and a decimal number. So for the first one, 8,836, last number is even, so you can start with 2. So 2209, this is not divisible by 3, so you have to keep checking which number will divide it. So try out all the odd numbers. If you know squares till 50, it will make your work easy. So this is 47, 47s are. I know it is a big number. So you will get 2 into 2 into 47 into 47. So to do the square root, we need to make pair of the numbers and take only one factor out of it. So final answer is 2 into 47, that is 94. Now similarly for bit 2, which is a point number, I will remove the point and write 100, because after 0.2 numbers are there, I am representing it as a decimal fraction and I have to solve this separately. So you know that 14 into 14 is 196 and 10 into 10 is the value of 100. So if I do the square root, I'll represent only one factor. So answer is 14 by 10, that is 1.4. Now this question looks a little different. Find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the following number 3, 6, 10 and 15. So you don't have one number. First you will get the LCM of the given numbers. So LCM of 3, 6, 10 and 15. Let us calculate. 3s are So here you get LCM as 2 into 3 into 5, that is 30. So after getting 30, you can see that there is not a single number which is having its pair, and to get a square root we should have pair. So obviously 30 is not a prime number, so we can see that 30 is not a square number. To get the pair of all this number, we need to get a pair of all numbers, because there is not a single number which is having a pair. If we had any one number which was in pair, we would not have added another number or multiplied another number of the same type. So here 2 into 2, I'm adding 1 2, 3 into 3, I'm adding 1 more 3, and 5 into 5. So that will become 30 into 30, because 2 into 3 into 5 is 30. So obviously another 2 into 3 into 5 will give me 30. That is 30 into 30, 900. So the smallest number that is divisible by each of these given numbers is 900. Remember what we are doing? We are taking the LCM and we will see if the numbers are in pairs. If they are not, you have to make them in pairs. So if there was, for example, if there were 2 2s and 1 3 and 1 5, I would have only taken 1 extra 3 and 1 extra 5, so that I could have the numbers in pairs. In a school, the students of class 8 collected rupees 2304 for a picnic. Each student contributed as much rupees or as many rupees as the number of students in a class. Find the number of students in a class. So here, let the number of students in the class be x. So it's written each number, that much number only they have given the money. So money contributed is also x. Therefore x into x is given me 2304 rupees. That is, I have to get x square. So obviously I have to do the root over of square root of 2304. So let us do that. You can see 4, so we can divide with 2. So you do the prime factorization of the number and then pair it up. So we can represent it with 2 into 2 into, there are 8 2's and 3 and 2 3's, and the root over means we have to take 1 out of each pair. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, that's 16 3's are 48. So the number of students, in the class is 48. Simple square root application based question. Now the third method that I was talking about is the division method. So I have taken 2 questions. I will show you how to apply the division method to get the answer for these square roots. Division method is very helpful when you have long numbers, when you have decimal numbers. So here for the first bit, 44489. So write the number and starting from the right, move towards the left, making a pair of 2. Cover all the numbers. Maybe if there are 5 digits, first number will not have a pair. Now we have to solve everything in bracket. So 44 we have to solve together now. So whichever the divisor and the quotient has to be written same. So 3 3's are 9, 6 6's are 36, 7 7's are 49. So better nearest number is 6 6's are 36. So I am left with 8 as a reminder, and I bring down both the numbers which are in the box. That is 889 comes down as a remainder, and this 6 plus 6 will be done and the number will become 12. I have to add one more number here which will be written same in this part. So as you can see 9, you know that in if we do 123 into 3, I will end up in 369, which is very less. But I can try 127 into 7 because 7 7's are 49. So I'm trying to get a number which is having 9 at the last. So 49 4's are, so I got 889. So 7 I put here and the same number I have to put here, remember, 889. That's give me a 0. So what is the square root of 4489? By long division method, it ends up in 67. Now let us try this decimal number. For the whole number, you do from left to right, and from after the point you do from right to left. So we start pairing from this side and move this side. This I'm just showing you. Now again we have to get 18. So which multiple square number gives me 18? None. So 4 4s are 16, the nearest value. So I put a 16 to a minus, right 2, and now there is a point here, so I have to put a point here like we do for normal division, and we bring down 40. Now what have I to do? I have to write whatever values there, I have to add that same number and get the sum, and I have to add one more number here which should be same here, and I have to multiply these number. So if I do a 3 into 3, obviously it will become more than 240, so I cannot write, but I can write 82 into 2. So you can see that 2 I am writing, so I am multiplying with 2 itself. So that is 164. So that's the nearest option. 164, and then you subtract it, and now you have to add the last number that you have added. So 84. The new number becomes 82 plus 2, 84, and I bring down 41 together. Now again 84, and then you have to put one more number so that you can multiply same number and get 7641. So for getting 1, I think we should try with 9, because 9 9s are 81. So 8, 36 and 4, 44, 72 plus 4, 76. So yes, we got the answer. We write a 9 here and write a 9 there. So our answer for root over of 18.04041 is 4.29. This is the long division or the division method for finding out the square root. So just quickly we will do one more sum to understand the concept. You have to do the square root to 2 decimal places. So I write the number to make the pair right to left, and after the point there is only one number, so I put a 0 and make a pair. Write 2 more zeros and make a pair. I can add the zeros at the back. So here 6 is left, so 2 2s are 4. So 2, 45 comes down together. 2 plus 2, that is 4. Now you have to write a number here so that you can adjust. So if I do 45 into 5, that becomes 225. So I think that is the best option. Subtract it. Now put the point as the point is here. Bring down 80 together. Now you have to add 5 because the last number added was 5. So the number becomes 50. I have to add a number here and the same number there. So if I put a 4, I get 2016. Or if I take a 5, I get 25. So obviously 4s is better. So 2016. Cut short 64 and bring down the 2 2s together. Now you will add the 4. Last number has to be repeated again and again. So 8. Now we put, I think the best number is 1 because it will be obviously more than 1 if I multiply 2 here. 5082, and here obviously I have to bring down 2 numbers. So if I put a 2 here, that will come in 2s. So we need not do because we have to round off to 2 digit. So our answer is 25.41. Because the third digit is less than 5, I can just round off as 41. So answer is 25.4. So the last tip that you can use is that when you have a perfect square of n digits, then how to know how many digits will be there in the square of that number. Simple formula is that if you have the even numbers in the square root, like here 1 2 3 4 5 6, so if we make a pair, we'll make 3 pairs, so the answer will consist of 3 digits. So you can easily use the formula n by 2. And suppose I have a big number like this, so make the pair. So this is not in pair, so this is 7 numbers, so you do 7 plus 1 by 2, that is 8 by 2, that is answer will have 4 digits. So without actual calculation, you can find the number of digits in the square of the given number. The square root of the given number will have how many digits? You do n by 2 if it is an even number, and you do n plus 1 by 2 if it is a odd number. So with this, I am sure students, you will be able to do the square root of different numbers by using various methods that I have taught you today. Let it be the subtraction method, the division method, or the prime factorization method.